Danhausen against Bryan. I like the symmetry going on here. So I'm going to hit that button, and I'm going to go ahead and do the social media thing.
Fight!
Probably understand how the spell escalate, but that's just me. Close that, so that doesn't eat up on my RAM. Because Google Chrome is a bastard. I mean, Google's bastards in general, but Google Chrome just uses entirely too much memory. But how about that Danhausen? Has, had a pretty good WrestleMania weekend from what I hear. Still irritated about not being able to see all those shows live. But here's what it is there. Ooh, damn, Daniel Bryan got to dive real far.
Yeah! Yeah!
European uppercuts from Danhausen. Bryan once again going for that big diving headbutt, and it connects with the back of the head of Danhausen. Danhausen out on his feet, but able to go right into that Northern Light suplex out of desperation alone, but suplex. Real rough. Personally, I would not like to get my arms wrapped behind my back as I am suplexed to the floor. That seems bad. going nuts for Danhausen, as they should. That's got to be it there. Those flying knees. No, somehow not enough. Also, Bryan finding a second wind. This could be disaster. As a double stomp to the chest, just flattening Bryan. There it is. Yes, locked in. But somehow Danhausen able to escape the hold. Diving headbutt, so scary. You know, I do appreciate the effort, and there probably isn't a better sample for the yes chant, but also like. Oh, this sounds weird. Oh my god, again, missing that diving headbutt. That could be the difference maker that Danhausen needs. There's a shotgun dropkick right to the forehead of Bryan. I've not seen that hold before. And I know that, like, it's not a custom move. It's just a move I've not seen. To dig through his move list and see what the hell that was. As Bryan traveled like route 20 over 2. 10 route 20 over 2 rather. 10 route 2 over 2 feet. I had to remember how the fuck math works. I haven't had to use that in a while. But that is going to conclude the pre-show match. I know people already starting to file into Blake's House Arena. Let's check the time here. And damn near exactly 7:30. You love to see it. So without wasting any more of your time, let everybody get on your feet, make some noise for another edition of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Welcome, Blake's House Wrestling fans, to another edition of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. I sincerely hope you were tuned in last week, as it was a night of champions, as nearly every champion from every major stable and division was present on last week's show, putting on a clinic in the Blake's House Wrestling ring. And of course, I say nearly every major champion, the conspicuous absence of the Shooter Division Championship has not gone unnoticed. For the past several months, the Blake's House Wrestling and local athletic commissions have been deliberating exactly what it is we are going to do with that division, and to that I have some good news. All right, we have our non-litigious October pay-per-view coming up in just 2 weeks, and in 2 weeks' time, we are going to resume the Shoot League division. And of course, you can see just by the opening contest on tonight's card, there will already be jockeying for the position to earn themselves a championship opportunity, to get themselves a favorable seed in the tournament for the vacated title. But that is not the only things we saw last week. Of course, we saw already a couple championships we know are going to be defended, and we know who is going to be challenging for them on that October pay-per-view. Of course, the Perlman brothers, the people that have held the Chop Shop Division Tag Team Championship, they have been formally called out by the team of Floyd Bartholomew and Babyman. They will be competing in that no disqualification Tornado Tag Team Division for that Chop Shop title. Of course, that still leaves a lot up in the air. Of course, there is no clear number one contender for that Blake's House Wrestling Championship. However, Blake getting a pinfall elimination on the champion certainly puts him in the conversation. Of course, we're going to have a triple threat match later this evening with a few superstars that have a lot of momentum that could just as easily get a claim to that title. That match tonight is going to be between Drew Serpa, Brandon, and Orlando Nunez. But keep an eye on Blake, and also keep an eye on Eric Alpizar, a man that walks the line between the mixed martial arts division and the pro wrestling division. I'm sure he is more than interested in throwing his hat into the ring, but tonight, Alpizar and his wife going to be competing against the unlikely duo of Matthew Knapp and Brad Chad. Of course, Matthew Knapp first in line for Brad Chad's title, but they're going to have to get along one more week. And speaking of getting along, COLBY and Shawn Satchwell, they stand 1-1 right now. You know the two of them are looking to settle that score, but tonight they are teammates, and they are going to be going head-to-head with another seemingly mismatched pair. However, those two getting it done over the past several months, the team of Frank Vista and Dan Ramitin. And that is your semi-main event, and of course that means your main event tonight. A classic in the Blake's House Wrestling world, the Mag.Lo Open Challenge. But let's not waste any more of your time, as we have got some mixed martial arts action to get to, and let us all celebrate the return of the Shoot League division. And that match is right now. Stalin taking on the hero of Bookoo City. Stalin, an expert in several forms of martial arts, but Bookoo fighter, more of a submission grappler. But Stalin, a man that can certainly compete in that realm. And he's going to be testing the versatility of the Bookoo fighter. Big Japanese style arm drag. And Stalin beating the Bookoo fighter to the punch. That palm strike, so very fast, so very deadly. Bookoo fighter attempting to return the favor, but the experience difference in this world of mixed martial arts certainly favoring Stalin, as well as the experience difference on television in a crowd of thousands in attendance and who knows how many at home. Hold on, hanging choke from Stalin, but the fighter able to slip out. Big knee to the gut, shutting Stalin down. And the Lone Wolf once again going to that hanging chokehold. On mount position and series of knees to the side. And here we have the submission grappling expertise, and we saw this in his matchups with Timothy Throws, matchups with Drew Serpa. He can out-wrestle nearly anybody, or at the very least keep up with the greatest wrestlers in the company. Stalin looking to challenge Bookoo fighter, and hold on. Rolling knee bar. And Stalin's versatility once again on display. He is the full package, striking, wrestling, and his ground game is impeccable.
Give up.
Bookoo fighter just struggling to find an opening right now. Cross arm breaker locked in, and Bookoo fighter just barely able to slip out. Series of open palm strikes, and fighter starting to get up a little bit of momentum here. Another series of palm strikes, but forearm smashes and a big headbutt going to reverse the course, and a low roundhouse going to be the equalizer. Belly-to-belly suplex coming from the Lone Wolf. And again, the rolling knee bar locked in, and the Bookoo fighter is trapped, unable to reach the ropes, but swinging his leg, able to break free. Oh my God, colossal German suplex, and goes right into that cross arm breaker.
Give up. Give up.
Both men swinging for the fences, but it is the Bookoo fighter that connects. The hero of Bookoo City locking on his patented cross arm breaker, but Stalin able to break the hold. And these two men just going to war with one another. This time, sleeper hold locked in, and the Bookoo fighter just struggling. The catch-as-catch-can ability of the Lone Wolf on display. Wherever you have got an exposed limb, wherever you are showing weakness, he is more than prepared to capitalize. This time, Bookoo fighter able to stretch his arm out, get to the ropes, but Stalin does not care. He's going to wear you down any way that he can. Looks like the Bookoo fighter just as capable.
Give up.
Submission hold locked in.
Give up.
Hold on, the
Give
Bookoo
up.
Fighters patented arm breaker
up.
once again, and these two men just battling it out. Belly to belly suplex, but Mario going to let them fight. And if you ask me what my scorecard looks like, I might give a slight edge to the Lone Wolf on this one. You know, his offense just so very oppressive. Hold on, what the hell? The Bookoo Fighter got planned here. Big tornado DDT just absolutely flattening Stalin. And the Bookoo Fighter looking to turn things around early in this second round.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
And again, Stalin fired into the corner, but
Right.
guillotine-like choke, but hand on the ropes. Bookoo Fighter is saved once again. Big low roundhouse. And going for the cover this time, too. And so very close. Neither man willing to tap out for the submission hold.
Right.
And such ring awareness from the Bookoo Fighter, making sure he stays near the ropes, protecting himself.
Give up. Give
But the
up.
resiliency of both men on display. Bookoo Fighter very smart, going for that cover. Changing the tactics just a little bit, and oh my God, that overhead German suplex just absolutely phenomenal. And had the Bookoo Fighter not rolled out of the ring, that might have been officially a knockdown, and that's going to be the first official knockdown in this contest, going to the Bookoo Fighter.
5.
Now Bookoo Fighter going for the cover, too.
3.
And 3 count fall. While both men looking nearly evenly matched in the first round, the Bookoo Fighter just absolutely exploding out of his own corner and putting on a dominant performance in those opening minutes of the second round, and that was the difference maker. Both men had worn each other down so severely, but that bottom rope was always there for the Bookoo Fighter when he needed it, protecting him from submission defeat. And even on that German suplex hold, the Bookoo Fighter rolling out of the ring, protecting himself from the official's count. Ring awareness was the difference maker here, and the Bookoo Fighter showing everyone that he has got that in spades. But we're going to keep things rolling here, as we have got another interstable contest. And as I said, only one of the major championships has a definitive #1 contender. Certainly Matthew Knapp in the front of the line, but we are a full 2 weeks away from that non-litigious Halloween event. And it would be an absolute coup if I'm a Bear were to sneak to the front of the line of that Knicks Wrestling Organization Championship, or possibly even Robert Walsh or John Newton interested in the title defended in that deathmatch format. Newton and Walsh certainly experts in that avenue, but right now they are going to be going head-to-head against one another. But be sure to watch this space. But let us go ahead and get into that match right now. of course, the perennial fan favorite. Walsh is going to have to overcome a hostile crowd and just a monster in the ring in Bear, but if anyone can do it, he certainly can. He has overcome absolutely insurmountable odds before, and he sees tonight as no different. Big knee to the gut, knocking Bear off its feet. Bear answering back with a colossal elbow smash, and already both Bear and Walsh slugging it out. Both sides just jockeying for position a little bit. And you are Robert Walsh, that is how you have to approach this match. Understand he is a man that likes to live dangerously, but when you are in the ring against an actual factual bear, you have to exercise a little bit of caution. And likewise, I'm a bear, I'm sure, in a similar situation. You know, sure, I'm a bear watches the product. He knows exactly how deadly in the ring Robert Walsh really is. Clawing the face of Walsh, and I'm a bear turning up the heat. Neither side really able to get a lot of momentum here. As I said, they both know exactly how dangerous their opponent is. They're starting to get things going, but Walsh scrambling to his feet, denying I'm a bear even that. Of course, you can see in Walsh's corner his close personal friend John Newton. Hold on. It's some illegal leverage being applied as Walsh locks on that chokehold. And as I said, he is no stranger to that deathmatch style. He very well may have his eyes on that Knicks Wrestling Organization Championship, currently held by Brad Chad. And Bear using size, weight, power, all in one with that scissor sleeper hold.
5 minutes gone.
And that has clearly taken some of the life out of Walsh as that hold once again applied after that clubbing blow to the stomach. Those fists of I'm a Bear like getting hit in the stomach with a frying pan, and now I'm a Bear locking on his patented regular hug, and Walsh in danger. But hold on, Robert Walsh answering back, and looks like he's created a cut over the eyes of I'm a Bear, and this is absolutely a game changer for Robert Walsh. Of course, we have seen this from Robert before. Struggling a little bit early on in matches, creating that opening, busting his opponent open and creating himself an opportunity. But thus far, this has not slowed I'm a Bear down. We will have to see if that wound gets any more severe over the course of this match. Bear getting fired up, and oh my God! Devastating knee strike right to the face of Walsh, and I'm a Bear trying to answer back. Hold on, stump puller, pile driver. I'm a Bear scrambling to his feet. And another Kamigoye strike, and Walsh in dire straits. Vertical suplex to the center of the ring, and Walsh now going for a cover. He wants this match to be over, but afraid. You cannot escape. They say the best defense against a bear is to lay down and count lights, but Walsh refusing to give up. Another stump puller pile driver, cover 2, and another count of 2. Oh my God, that has got to be it. Somehow, some way, Robert Walsh refusing to be submitted. And now that patented nerve hold, but the bear able to escape. And you can see the toll this match has taken on both of them. Bear lost a lot of blood in the last 5 minutes. You can see that he's beginning to struggle breathing even. Keep up with the pace of Robert Walsh, but Robert Walsh somehow finding a second wind. But it is Bear to his feet first, but Walsh right behind him. It looks like he's signaling for that mandible claw once again. Not just yet. Bear still dazed and a clubbing blow to the chest. I think Walsh in excellent position, but Bear struggling. You can tell just how much of a physical toll this match has taken on him, and that could be the difference maker. Going for the cover, but Bear reaching out, getting that leg onto the bottom rope. This match will continue. And once again, mandible claw locked in, but Bear this time reaching for the ropes, protecting himself. Looks like Walsh beginning to get a little bit frustrated in this match, trying to exasperate the injuries of Bear, trying to just deepen, widen, worsen that cut on his forehead. On that patented sleeper hold locked in, and this time Robert Walsh didn't have an answer. Bear too big, too strong, too tough as two warriors collide in the ring. And as I said, this was a space that you need to pay attention to. As Bear possibly expressing some interest in one of those singles division championships. But we're going to keep this show rolling. As I said at the open of the show, mixed martial arts is back. And we have got 2 mixed martial arts matches on the card this evening. Of course, you've been seeing a lot of this man in recent weeks. Timothy Throws this time going to take on the kickboxer from Bookoo City, that is Dougal, in a classic Styles Make Fights matchup. And that match is right now. Vicious striker with a mean streak a mile long, but we'll have to see exactly what it is Timothy Throws does to neutralize that striking ability. as we've seen in recent weeks just how effective a pure wrestler Timothy Throws is. Went to war with Eric Alpizar last week, and he has got another kickboxer for his troubles 2 weeks in a row. We'll have to see if he is able to shake this demon off. But right now, the striking ability of Dougal on full display. And Timothy Throws just having so much difficulty getting a grasp of Dougal. Dougal rolling through that snapmare. Oh, that mount tackle getting underneath that wheel kick. Ooh. Timothy Throws trapping Dougal against the ropes and shooting in for that mount tackle. And there is the wrestling ability on display of Timothy Throws. He is so very well aware of where he is in the ring, where his opponent is in the ring. And that is exactly what he needs if he wants to come out on top against this legendary striker, as that bazooka of a knee unleashed, but doesn't find its target. Possibly going for that mount tackle again. Doesn't connect with that belly-to-belly overhead suplex, launching Dougal to the outside. Both of these men hitting one another with their best shots already, or at least trying to in Dougal's case. Hold on, back switch, but Dougal had it scouted. And again, Dougal just launching himself across the ring, but nobody is home. And getting into a strike contest with a kickboxer, such a dangerous proposition. But hold on, lift and drop, using all of his weight and all of Dougal's weight against him. And neither man really able to get the upper hand. Backbreaker applied. Dougal now shooting in and driving that kick right to the ribs of Timothy Throws. And that sustained damage is going to add up. You know, that core strength is where these slams come from. And if you are not confident in your ability to deliver those holds, your offense is just so much lessened. Hold on. It looks like turnabout is fair play as Dougal trapped and getting punch after punch applied. Looks like Timothy Throws going for an early cover and very nearly getting the victory right there. And just the wrestling ability of Timothy Throws, nothing short of spectacular, but hold on, Dougal getting fired up. Delivering that bazooka of a strike to the back of the head, but Timothy Throws scrambling to his feet first and delivering an Olympic slam, and Mario coming in for the count. Dougal struggling to get to his feet. This match has just changed. Arms trapped, suplex delivered, and Timothy Throws is on a roll. Here is another one for your trouble. Dragon suplex putting Dougal right on his neck. And Mario coming in. That is going to be the second knockdown officially this round. And Timothy Throws one knockdown in 1 minute away from exercising the demon of not being able to best a pure striker. Hold on, getting fired up. STO plants him, and Dougal is unable to continue. And Timothy Throws standing tall in the center of the Blake's House ring. This man, just a real standout star in the Mixed Wrestling Organization Mixed Martial Arts Division. He has gone toe-to-toe with some of the best pure wrestlers in Blake's House Wrestling. He has gone toe-to-toe with some of the best pure strikers in Blake's House Wrestling, and has done damn well for himself, no matter who his opponent is. So if there is anyone you need to watch out for when this Shoot League division officially resumes, as I said, in 2 weeks' time, it has got to be Timothy Throws. But we're going to go ahead and keep this show rolling. As we're going tag team action here. Let's see. As I said, this unlikely duo of Matthew Knapp and Brad Chad. Of course, Matthew Knapp very interested in challenging for Brad Chad's title, but these two men working very well together last week. And you've got to keep an eye on Eric Alpizar. He is near the front of the line in that Blake's House Wrestling singles division. But right now, we are going to be getting a chance to see some of the best and brightest in both stables taking one another on in some tag team action, and that's right now. Alpizars. Head-to-head with Brad Chad and Matthew Knapp. And you got to wonder, if you're Brad Chad, do you have your eyes in the back of your head? Are you concerned that Knapp might turn on you, might try and get a little bit of an edge for the pay-per-view in a couple weeks? Well, I suppose only time will tell. Knapp already dumped to the outside, but scrambling to get back in before Alpizar can continue on the outside of the ring. Mount tackle is blocked, and of course, this was the Eric Alpizar we saw last week, being able to best Timothy Throws in that SWA Rules contest. He is more than capable of handling himself against a pure wrestler. But he has got to go head-to-head with two of the best of them in Brad Chad and Matthew Knapp, and it looks like Eric bringing his wife into this match. Hold on, flash roll up, but not even a count of one. Brad Chad, such an expert in making his opponent fight the match he wants them to fight. That is how he won that Mixed Wrestling Organization title. But thus far, Linda proving to be a little bit too slippery for him. Linda setting up Eric here. Now the Alpizars, their tandem offense, nothing short of what you would expect from a husband and wife team, but Brad Chad picking the leg, able to get back into his own corner. Alpizar fired into that orange Gatorade corner, and Matthew Knapp picking a fight with Eric Alpizar, and the striking ability of Alpizar on display. A man that has studied Taekwondo with the best of them, putting those educated feet to good use, able to sidestep the spear. Matthew Knapp putting that amateur wrestling background on display now. Showcasing, yes, you beat Timothy Throws last week, but you have not beat me. Linda delivering that huge senton, just planting it right in the back of Knapp, and Knapp going back to his own corner, and we're going to get to see Alpizar and Brad Chad once again squaring off, and Brad Chad catching Alpizar unaware a little bit. Linda a little bit more prepared this time. Similar toe hold face lock applied. Brad Chad getting a hand on the bottom rope. Linda escaping back to her own corner, going for that big drop kick, but Brad Chad able to sidestep. Oh, and Alpizar firing Brad Chad into his own corner and just putting the boots to the chest of Brad Chad.
Hey, yeah.
Brad Chad and Alpizar just jockeying for position here. This is not too dissimilar to what we just saw with Timothy Throws and Dougal. Alpizar a little bit more comfortable in that mixed martial arts field. You can see him going for that knee bar here. But hold on. Hold locked in, but Alpizar able to slide out. And there's somersault kick from Eric Alpizar, but Matthew Knapp squashing that momentum. Trying to keep this fight in his own half of the ring. And that is that patented Knicks Wrestling Organization tag team style. But thus far, the Alpizars have really been outmaneuvering this team. I suppose that is to be expected. Brad Chad and Matthew Knapp have only been teaming together for a couple weeks. But despite that, you know, this is the Knicks Wrestling Organization champion, the Knicks Wrestling Organization #1 contender. They are two spectacular singles performers, but hold on, Linda going high risk and a big boy senton off the top. And a flipping senton out of the corner. Is that going to be enough to put away Matthew Knapp? Linda doesn't seem to think so. Knapp fighting his way back to his feet, fighting his way back to his own corner. He is able to get there. And here comes Brad Chad. Big spinebuster flattening Knapp. Lift and drop cover, but Linda rolling out of that pinning predicament and delivering one of her own, cover one. Ooh, but only getting one. Mount tackle and transitioning right into that giant swing. Parada urging them to break it up too close to that corner post. On backslide cover, but Linda again able to escape the hold. As I said, Linda just a little bit too slippery for Brad Chad. Someone that is normally so effective at keeping people where he wants them. Linda's just been a half step ahead this whole match. Big arm drag from Brad Chad. And again, delivering that patented hold, putting pressure on the neck and shoulders. Brad Chad going back to his own corner, bringing Matthew Knapp into this match. Low roundhouse taking out Brad Chad, but Matthew Knapp, blizzard suplex, cover two. Oh my God, so close. But there is the educated feet of Eric Alpizar on display, and he's continuing to deliver more punishment to Matthew Knapp. But Knapp, he's standing there taking all of it.
Hey, yeah.
Hold on. There, once again, that combination STO and suplex hold locked in. As Brad Chad gets that mount, and here is the giant swing, this time in the center of the ring. And Linda fired into that orange Gatorade corner, and there is the patented Mixed Wrestling Organization tag team wrestling that you are known for, as he just pushes her back closer and closer to that orange Gatorade turnbuckle. Hold on, cover one. Ooh, only getting one. Again, the tandem offense of the Alpizars, just absolutely gorgeous to watch, but hold on, flash roll up, but hand on the bottom ropes will protect Alpizar, and his team switching once again, dragon screw leg whip applied, and looks like Brad Chad possibly targeting those powerful legs of Eric Alpizar. Oh my God, Alpizar was folded in half by that spear. But hold on, Alpizar slipping through with that cross arm breaker. Brad Chad coming in to make the save. And a series of body blows. Hold on, cover once again. 1, 2. Trying to break that up, but unable to do so. Hold on, flash, roll up, cover 1, 2, 3, count, fall. And just when you least expect it, Linda stealing one over that Mixed Wrestling Organization #1 contender that is Matthew Knapp. You can see Brad Chad just a little bit slow to cross the ring. Wonder just how willing he is to assist the man that is coming for his title. Well, whatever the case may be, Alpizar is victorious tonight, as Linda picking up a victory over Matthew Knapp. And Leon Hudson, if you are still with us, I appreciate you stopping by. Always appreciate seeing new names in the chat. I'm sure you were able to gather. I try not to break character during matches, but more than happy to talk to the chat. And I see you, K Price, as well, dropping in. It is good that we got a couple new names this evening, as it is about that time. And that time, of course, means we need to figure out 8 names that is going to be competing in this over-the-top rope battle royal for the right to face Mag.Lo in tonight's main event. So let us go ahead and get to that right now. And to answer your question, GK, Frank Vista, the Duke of the Battle Royal, is booked tonight. Doesn't mean he can't be double booked, but it would be a he would have a real rough go of it if he ended up fighting 3 times tonight. I think I'm going to book myself in one of these. So I'm not doing anything on this card tonight. And I think I'm also going to put Antonio in this. It's all good, man. You want to see Leva? I am almost certain I have Leva. Let's see. Question is, do I have her on US Indie? Probably, because I haven't fixed these stables in like 3 years after I set them up. Let's see. Actually, she might be in NXT. I'll check there, and then I'll check in, Oops. Oh, yeah. Alright, we'll check, I could have sworn I had her, but... Whatever the case may be, unless you saw her and I didn't, and that happens fairly often on this show. I am very surprised that I do not have her. Yeah, I'll have to fill out my AEW roster as well, especially considering that in the relevant in the Americas wrestling, I give a lot more fucks about AEW than I do WWE right now. So not having a lot of their mid-card guys, that seems not great. But that would appear to be the case that Leva Bates is a non-starter, so you guys are, of course, more than welcome. You want to see Blake? Blake is booked tonight. Blake is defending the Trios title. And you see Jamel is also defending the Trios title. So to say, the interesting thing about Blake is David. David also booked. Now, the good thing here that I'm happy about is these are names that you were clearly excited to see. And you are going to get to see them tonight, just not in this. You want to see A-Man? I can absolutely do that. COLBY also booked. You want to see A-Man and the Cyborg? I like it. Going to be a teaser for these two eventually squaring off in singles action. Want to see the Rapture and Hans Herdem? I can do that as well. We're going to get all the major stables involved. I am very okay with that. And you know what? Nick, what color do you want? Because we can do this now. What are you feeling? After all, it is your guy. All right. You know, I'm gonna go with the black and gold. It's a classic motif. They are all nice. But that's still gonna leave 2 slots open. I see Amethyst. I can absolutely do Amethyst. Been a little while since we've seen her on Blake's House Television. But that's still going to leave room for one more. I do feel for Antonio in this. Because, like, those high-flying movesets, not great in Pepsi Man. I can make that happen also. Do I have them in video games? I probably do. Do you have Pepsi Man? Those high-flying movesets, not great for Battle Royals. Although, I say that, and, you know, Kurt London, the best to ever do it, has done pretty well in some of these, so... Who could say if they're bad or not, as they say. But I digress. We have got a stacked card of potential challengers for Mag.Lo in tonight's Mag.Lo Open Challenge. Princler, Antonio, A-Man, and the Cyborg. The Rapture, Hans Herdum, Amethyst, and Pepsi Man. All squaring off for a main event opportunity. And that match, it's next.
Fight!
See the referee starting off the Cyborg and A-Man across the ring from one another. We will have to wait and see as the two of them begin to close the distance. Of course, it was the Cyborg that cost A-Man that Judgment Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship so many weeks ago, and you can see they're already trying to pick a fight with one another. But there are just simply too many bodies in the ring to be able to maintain focus. And it is absolute chaos in the ring right now, as no one really getting the upper hand just yet. But Antonio flattened by the Rapture. And hold on, already an elimination. That's A-Man sent to the outside early. And the Cyborg inadvertently getting the last laugh, at least for the time being. As A-Man, the first elimination in this 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal. Princler locking on the crossface to Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man not taking that lying down. Amethyst and the Wrestling Machine from the year 2100 slugging it out, and Amethyst gaining the upper hand at least for the time being. Hard as stone and twice as stubborn, as Amethyst just ripping through all comers in this match. Hold on, cover two, but not quite enough to pick up an elimination. And this match will continue as Antonio slammed to the mat once again by one of the elites of that Knicks Wrestling Organization stable. And all 7 bodies just piled up in the center of the ring. It is absolute pandemonium. Dropkick, Princler able to move out of the way, step aside of that significant strike. Princler told, eat the feet from Hans Herdum. As that flapjack and facebuster combination, and Amethyst adding injury to insult with that knee drop. And big dive doesn't connect, just too many bodies piled up. People getting pushed out of the way, and oh my God, Antonio just leveled once again, this time by the Cyborg. And Antonio, the man with the biggest size disadvantage in this match, is Amethyst eliminated, but so is the Rapture. We are down to 5. Come on, Pepsi Man flash roll up.
1, 2.
Rolling knee bar from Princler, but hold on, suplex once, twice. Going for that triple fisherman suplex, but unable to find his mark. Double drop kick connects, and Princler looks like they are picking a fight with the wrestling machine. No, with Pepsi Man for video game console. Big boy senton, but Princler pulling the cyborg out of the way.
Give up. Give up.
Princler testing the actuators in the legs of the wrestling machine.
Yeah.
Hold on, stroke of midnight, center of the ring. But Antonio safe, at least for the moment, as a machine gun-like series of chops connecting with Hans Herdem. Flying neckbreaker, but unable to capitalize. There's just too much chaos in the ring.
10 minutes left.
Hans Herdem picks the leg and continues to target the legs of Antonio. Hold on, high and low, Hans Herdem caught in the unblockable. But nothing thus far translated to, oh my God! Princler just launched with that double suplex. And while Hans Herdem had the leg trapped, caught in that leaping cutter, and Princler going for that cover on Antonio. This could be an elimination right here, but no!
Give up.
God, hellish back suplex, and this time it is Hans Herdem going for that leaping cutter, but doesn't quite connect with it. As a sit-out lariat, flattening Antonio, and again, Antonio just at such a size disadvantage. And hold on, we are getting into that 85 DeLorean as Antonio caught in the time warp. Cover, that has got to be it too. Oh my God, somehow Antonio finding the inner strength to kick out once, but can he do it again? 3 count fall. Big boy senton from the cyborg, and the wrestling machine looking to score another elimination as Pepsi Man able to do so with Hans Herdem. Man getting fired up, possibly able to get another elimination right here. No, Princler somehow getting his shoulder off the mat. And this time it is the cyborg caught in the unblockable. Doesn't matter if you are from the future, you cannot defend yourself from that high and low strike, but oh my God, that chop absolutely devastating. As Princler now locking in that crossface hold, but cyborg getting fired up, looking to end this. And another series of lightning quick chops. Step up Enziguri. The cyborg is on fire. Stroke of midnight connects, but Pepsi Man looking to finish the job. Big cutter connecting here. Somehow, some way, the cyborg getting a shoulder off the mat, and this punishment will continue. Big body press from Pepsi Man, but hold on. Looks like you might be going on another excursion as Pepsi Man caught in the time warp. And Princler now in dire straits. Hold on, stroke of midnight connects. Going for the cover, 1, 2. Oh my God, so close. Leaping cutter, Princler able to sidestep. This is still anybody's match. Hold on, blazing. Tornado driving Princler to the mat. Leaping neck breaker. This is still very much anybody's match. On snap suplex connects. Princler just hanging on. The Cyborg, just such a devastating opponent. Hooks the neck, delivering that clothesline, but hold on, looks like we are going on another time warp. The wrestling machine from the year 2100 going for the cover. 2. Oh my God. Both the Cyborg and Princler hitting one another with their best shot. Both of them getting a shoulder off the mat at a critical moment. This is anybody's match, folks. Oh my God, thrust kick connecting, just buried it in the chest of Princler. And it looks like the Cyborg once again attempting to deliver the time warp, and it connects, but Princler getting a hand on the bottom rope, and that would surely have been it had that not been the case. But Princler so very aware of where they are in the ring. But the Cyborg looking to finish this. Princler fired into the ropes. And leaping DDT, the Cyborg in complete control. Princler desperation neckbreaker. This match will continue. Big cutter from the Cyborg. The Cyborg just a step ahead right now. Again. Princler going to those fundamental holds, doing whatever they can to stay in this match, but it's not enough. You are not going to get a pinfall victory on an opponent the stature of the Cyborg with a hold like that leaping neckbreaker. Yeah. But hold on, Northern Light suplex. This could be it right here. 3 count fall. And Princler going to the main event. Getting elimination after elimination with that patented Northern Light suplex. Kicking out of the time warp and bringing down a titan in the world of Blake's House Professional Wrestling in the Cyborg. But there is one more mountain left to climb, and that is the main event against the People's Champion Mag.Lo. But that is going to have to wait. Yeah, genuinely did not think that was going to go that way. It's like when Princler kicked out of the time warp, like, my expectations for that match were completely thrown out the window. Because I thought it was it right there. But, here we are. But, you know what, let's keep this show rolling, folks. As, David continues his quest, and it's really unclear exactly what it is he's after, but he has asked for match after match with some of the best and brightest in Judgment Professional Wrestling, and it looks like tonight he is going up against a fan favorite in JJ Mondo, the master of that gotcha hold. We will have to see exactly what sort of answers David has against such devastating offensive power. And that match, it's next. Listen to the crowd as JJ walks to the ring. absolutely love this man out here, and for good reason. The first ever Judgment Pro Wrestling champion. First man signed to that stable. Has been making an impact on Blake's House Wrestling ever since. But right now he is going up against the enigmatic competitor that is David Clement. We'll have to see exactly what sort of answers that JJ has for David's unorthodox offense. Forearm smash connects, and JJ answers back with a hard right hand. Those metallic arms, not just for show, folks. It's like both of them just trading blows here. We've seen a lot of this tonight. Either man just overextending and on that step of Insecurity from David. But JJ answering back with an elbow to the crown, and both men, again, just shot for shot. Neither able to get the upper hand just yet. Insecurity again. Ooh, huge chop attempted, but JJ able to sidestep out of the way. And JJ fighting his way out of that corner, and David pushing him right back into it. So David looking to slow this match down even further. Doesn't want JJ to get a start here if he can avoid it. JJ is all power. If you let him get going, you have made a mistake. And David, the big boy senton right into the chest of the big man that is JJ Mondo. David, at least for the moment, has the upper hand. 7-word toe hold, face lock applied. Hold on, David firing JJ to the outside, and he is not going to wait for JJ to get back into the ring. This fight is going to continue right in front of the commentator's desk as JJ now fired across the outside and into the barricade twice now.
10,
JJ and David just battling it out.
12, 13, 14.
And it looks like JJ bringing us some more heavy metal into this match as the steel chair sitting ominously in the ring. Ooh, David able to slip that haymaker and deliver a Mongolian chop to the chest, and follows it up with a picture-perfect elbow drop. David in complete control right now. Big clubbing blow from JJ, and a second heavy left hand and belly-to-belly overhead suplex. This time it is your turn to be on the outside, my friend. As JJ and David continue to do battle on the outside of this Blake's House ring.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Of course, that padding only a couple inches thick, and right underneath that is concrete. If David were able to hit that powerbomb on the outside, it would be absolutely devastating. But he is able to connect with a pop-up powerbomb. That could be it right there. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh my God, so close. JJ really struggling to find his voice in this match. David just so tricky an opponent to deal with. You never really know how he's going to come after you. And hold on, package pile driver connects, but JJ springing to his feet at a critical moment. That could have been it, but David now lift and drop center of the ring, and he is getting fired up. We are going across the ring, springboard, elbow buried into the heart of JJ Mondo. JJ firing David into the corner turnbuckle, but David bouncing right back out. Big neck breaker connects. And it looks like JJ looking to slow David down by any means necessary. And in this case, that means just breaking this man's back, making him humble. JJ starting to get going. Belly-to-belly overhead suplex once again, but hold on. Possibly going for that package pile driver again, but back body drop reversal. And JJ again.
10 minutes done.
Just grabbing a hold wherever he can, trying to hurt David here. David not taking kindly to that. Getting that foreign object seemingly out of nowhere. Harada going to let them fight. And JJ rolling out of the way of that elbow drop, and that is a game changer. David dropped right on his neck, but hold on. Picture perfect power bomb, but JJ getting a foot on the ropes, and this match will continue. David's educated feet going head-to-head with those metallic arms of JJ. And both men hitting one another with their best shot, but David just coming out a little bit better, and hold on. JJ possibly going for that gotcha hold, but he is cut off, and David answering back with that low blow. This time the diving elbow connects. Is that going to be enough? David doesn't seem to think so. Insecurity throwback, but JJ sidestepping the hold. And a metallic elbow right to the forehead of David. JJ getting a moment to catch his breath. But David keeping his foot on the accelerator all the way to the floorboard. And we're going across the ring with another springboard elbow drop. You know, we go long ways once, now we go tall ways. Hold on, here comes JJ with a flurry of blows. And David struggling to get out of the corner, and another big neck breaker. And JJ starting to pick up the momentum just a little bit. Precision haymaker connects, and JJ going high risk. Back elbow buries it into the heart of David, and a second one across the throat. Oh my God, the KO punch connects. That is it. Nobody kicks out of this one, but JJ getting a hand on the bottom rope. JJ getting a second chance at life here. Hold on, flash roll up, and somehow, some way, JJ getting a shoulder off the mat. This match will continue. David getting a little bit frustrated now. He has hit JJ with everything, and JJ continues to come after him like a Terminator, but JJ firing himself into the corner, but David scrambling right back out. Arm strap suplex connects, but David now the one to miraculously get a shoulder off the mat. Two men just struggling again. Cover two. Oh my God, I don't know how they have it in them. Again, roll up, cover, but somehow JJ able to escape the hold. David going for that pop-up powerbomb, but JJ had it scouted. Again, lift and drop, center of the ring. David going coast to coast, springboard, elbow, drop, hold. And David gonna keep up the pressure. David now firing JJ into the corner turnbuckle. But jawbreaker and transitioning right into that elbow hold. And 3 count fall. David just a fraction of a second too late getting a shoulder off the mat. And JJ Mondo victorious this evening as both of these men just went to war with one another. As I said, there is no clear #1 contender for many of the championships on this Blake's House Wrestling program. This could have been David's shot at getting himself in the JPW power rankings, but looks like that plan backfired as JJ just putting on one hell of a show for the fans and one hell of a show for the people backstage that he deserves a shot in the spotlight. Let us keep things rolling here. As we saw this trios team last week. As Tyler and the Worzallas both getting a convincing victory over a somewhat new trios unit in Vista, Ramitin, and Bruiser. Additionally, we saw last week one half of the longest reigning Blake's House Tag Team Champions get a shot at Trios Gold. They didn't quite make it. Well, here is the other half of those Trios Champions. But before we get started, I am going to grab something to drink because we've still got a lot of wrestling left to get to tonight. So let me verify that elimination is in fact turned on. It is. I'll be back momentarily, and we're going to be getting into some six-man tag team action. All right, apologies about that. You know, there are no commercial breaks on Blake's House Wrestling Television, which makes it very inconvenient to get something to drink. But we are here now. We have got another classic trios unit in Blake's House Wrestling taking on this absolutely dominant Dark Hour stable. And that match is right now. James making a statement last week, declaring he's got no interest in the singles division of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. If Zero wanted to fight him, he had to fight him here. Well, Zero brought the best team he could put together and came up just short. And thus the reign of the Dark Hour unit continues. Of course, longtime Blake's House Wrestling fans will remember this is not the first time this Dark Hour stable has held Blake's House Trios Gold. But a team plagued by injuries, unable to retain that title due to being stripped of it, being unable to defend. Hold on. Worzallas going for that patented Worzallas elbow drop early, but he is denied that opportunity. And that patented Worzallas elbow drop, such a game changer. That is a large part in why Worzallas was
such a dominant tag team champion. Burying all of his weight right into the chest of his opponents. And hold on. Absolutely devastating slam, and James is out on the mat. Here comes Christine, but Shenjo coming in as 100 hands buried into the chest of James. And Christine, possibly the only member of this team that can match Shenjo power for power. But even then, a bit of a size deficit at work here, as Shenjo just looking to exert his will on this match. And lift and dropped on her neck. Christine in danger, but continuing to slug it out with Shenjo as the two do battle in that blue Gatorade corner. And here comes Tyler. Big belly-to-belly suplex from Shenjo. Tyler figuring out exactly how he wants to take this team on. It looks like he's just not interested in squaring off with Shenjo. That size disadvantage seemingly too insurmountable. But
5 minutes gone.
Tyler, the most technically proficient member of this team, able to defend himself, get a hold of that leg and just wrench it as hard as you can. Slow down that agile offense of Blake now, but it's like push has come to shove. Tyler gonna have to square off with Shenjo. And Tyler being greeted to this matchup with that belly-to-belly overhead suplex. You see Tyler just maybe even a little bit afraid of the big man, and I can't say I blame him. The power of Shenjo just truly remarkable. It's like Shenjo trying to deliver that patented Worzallas elbow drop to Worzallas himself. The originator, the innovator, very nearly getting an opportunity of his own as 100 hands buried into the chest of Shenjo. Worzallas, just such an effective tag team wrestler. Seems to wrench the neck of Holloway. Hold on. Big backdrop from Holloway. And looks like he's just trying to ride that wave as far as it'll take him. But Worzallas just bringing this back into his own corner, trying to keep things where his teammates can assist him. Basement dropkick does not connect. Hold on. What the hell is this? Oh my God! Dark Hour looking to answer back this slight as this torturous Boston Crab applied. And the Worzallas set up here, but Blake fighting his way out of this 2-on-1 situation. Big Rana into the center of the ring, and Blake going for the cover. 1, 2, but not quite enough. And Worzallas getting fired up, taking Shenjo off the apron, and here comes that patented Worzallas elbow drop, cover 2. But Tyler unable to make the save, just a fraction of a second too late, as Holloway able to break up that pin attempt. And Worzallas just flattening Blake here, but Shenjo going for that big elbow drop, doesn't connect, but fire, thunder from Christine. And it is pandemonium in the ring. The referee has completely lost control of this match as a colossal double powerbomb connects. Worzallas in trouble, cover 2. Stretch muffler locked in, and Shenjo in trouble. Tyler being brought in. Hold on. The elbow into the corner, and Tyler getting fired up now. God, big cutter, but Shenjo to his feet, walking through the flames and firing himself into that corner turnbuckle. Huge Sherman suplex, but Tyler able to get a hand on the ropes, and Tyler in dire straits right now. Hold on to someone here, going for the cover. 1, 2. Oh my God, so close. A double power bomb, and the Worzallas in excellent position as a crucial diving elbow connects. Tyler going for the cover. 2. Oh my God, again, Shenjo somehow getting his shoulder off the mat. And Shenjo just blistering Tyler with that lariat and scrambling back to his own corner. Tyler's hit him with his best shot. And for the moment, Tyler having the edge on him, but hold on. It's the matchup. Christine just flattening Holloway. Drop kick buried into the chest of Holloway, and Holloway answering back with a big super kick. Both competitors on the mat. Spin out power bomb. Holloway possibly going for the cover here. No. Goes back to his own corner. Gets a fresh Shenjo into this match. Holloway chasing down Christine, who is out on her feet. And STO and suplex connects. Christine in the danger zone. Shenjo going high risk, buries an elbow into that lower back of Christine. Christine answering back with a spine buster of her own. And they're going back to his own corner, getting Holloway involved in this match.
He sucks!
And big flipping double stomp from Holloway. If Holloway goes for that Persona 450, that could be it. And it is. And that is the difference maker in this match, as we are down to 3-on-2 with arguably the most dangerous member of this trios unit out on the floor. Fire Thunder connects, but Holloway scrambling to his feet, able to get back into his own corner. STO and suplex connects. Blake calling for some tandem offense, but going back to basics, going with that chain wrestling that he is so familiar with.
20 minutes ago.
Hold on, sunset flip, power bomb, cover, 1, 2. Oh my God, only getting 2. Tyler.
All right, baby!
Big diving elbow drop, cover, but hand on the bottom rope will protect Blake this time. Big shotgun drop kick off that top turnbuckle, bringing Christine in. And hold on, big double power bomb. This could be the game changer this team needs. Guillotine-like leg drop draped across the throat of Blake. Hold on, big lung blower connecting, and Blake going for the cover. 2, 3 count fall. Tyler trying to get a little bit too cute. taking James's own Blue Thunder Bomb, but he was denied the opportunity. Now it is 3-on-1. Hold on, cover. 2. And Blake making the save at a critical moment. Hold on, big super kick connecting, but he is not yet finished. Taking the head clean off the shoulders of Jamel, and we are down to 2-on-1. Oh my God. And Tyler getting fired up. He wants this championship so badly. Blake shutting him down. Oh my God, some tandem offense, just flattening Tyler, but Tyler somehow getting out of that pileup. As the Blue Thunder Bomb connects, that's got to be it. No, I don't believe it. Tyler able to get a shoulder off the mat, and this match will continue. Sidestepping that basement drop kick. Rana sent in prime position to deliver that Persona 450, but Tyler getting to his feet at exactly the right moment, trying to bring this back into his own corner. Tyler again going high risk. Shotgun drop kick will connect, and he is not finished yet.
All right, baby.
Big diving elbow, but James rolling out of the way. Persona 450 connects. That has got to be it. Cover. 1, 2, 3 count fall. That diving elbow might have been enough, but James, so very clever. Able to escape the pressure and turn it into a situation he could deliver that patented finishing hold and put an end to this trio's unit of Tyler and the Worzallas. But Tyler, a man that is all heart, doing everything he could to get his team back in that match and very nearly succeeding. Also, one, some of the high spots in that match, absolutely wild. And two, Tyler has the Antonio problem, where I have seen both of their finishers exactly one time each, because Tyler's finisher is the sweet chin music out of the corner. I'm sure you could tell by his gear that he was modeled after Shawn Michaels. But I find corner to center maneuvers to be pretty unreliable because they just like have to be hit with a big move near the box of what the game calls the center of the ring. And sometimes that just doesn't happen. But getting back-to-back super kicks and hitting Jamel with that X-ray super, very cool and good. Video games are good sometimes, is my take. I am going to turn off elimination because we do have another tag team match later tonight. But, yeah, damn good match. You gotta say. But, let's keep this show rolling. As I said, there is no definitive #1 contender for the Blake's House Heavyweight Championship. Blake certainly has a claim to it, as he's got the most recent pinfall victory over the champion. But 3 men in this triple threat contest certainly very interested in making their mark with just 2 weeks to go before the non-litigious October pay-per-view. So let's see who is able to come out on top in this first fall to the finish triple threat match. Drew Serpa, Brandon, and the Orlando Nunez.
Fight!
First, the crowd in full effect already. I'm very excited to see their champion involved in a Blake's House wrestling match. Roll up, but Mag.Lo, Orlando caught in the unblockable, and it's tough to say who has the advantage here. Of course, Drew, that wrestling background, so very effective in a one-on-one setting, but you know, they don't exactly teach you to wrestle against 2 guys in a in a high school wrestling gym. But those fundamentals so very effective. Of course, Brandon the Brawler. If anybody is prepared to take on multiple opponents in the chaos of one of these triple threat matches, it is Brandon, but there is the blue chipper that is Orlando. But hold on, Brandon with that patented spinning toe hold. Orlando is a man that is like Touchdown Tom. You can't count him out. And I think that is why both of these men targeting Orlando. They know exactly how dangerous he is. You can see Brandon just cutting him off right there. Hold on, Drew. Flash roll up out of nowhere, but it's not going to be it. Soup and a slam as Brandon goes back to basics, clears Drew out. He's got one-on-one with the Orlando Nunez.
Give up.
It's like Brandon gonna let them fight, gonna let them wear each other down a little bit. As I said, Brandon's so very prepared for the reality of this triple threat match. You have got to have your head on a swivel at all times, and Brandon, he is just watching, waiting for his opportunity. This time it is Orlando scoop and a slam, and now it's like Drew and Orlando possibly taking some exception to Brandon waiting on the sidelines, but Drew's starting to get into the spirit of this match as well. You see an opportunity, you take one, as all 3 men just battling it out. Psych! Orlando Nunez going for that RK Orlando, but doesn't quite connect with a chop block will. Psych! Switch and just clubbing blow to the back of the head, and Brandon able to pick up the pieces. Oh my God! RK Orlando seemingly out of nowhere, and Drew answering back with a devastating hold of his own. And just
Give up.
it is just war in the ring as all 3 men just giving everything they've got. Devastating clothesline. And Dragon Sleeper locked in, and Orlando just biding his time. And hold
Hold on, looks like we're going to get a little bit of a wrestling contest between these two men, and that is a challenge that I would not take Drew Serpa up on. Drew with that patented three-frame jab of his, but Kimura hold locked in from Orlando Nunez. Of course, people forget Orlando has a bit of a mixed martial arts background, as that delayed vertical suplex connecting. Brandon is on fire, just delivering a series of strikes. Drop toe hold connecting, and Brandon chasing down Drew now. Hold on, we're going high risk. Hold on, what the hell? Oh my God. Drew slamming Brandon to the mat, showing that he is just as effective a wrestler, whether he is seated atop the top turnbuckle or comfortably inside the squared circle. Lift and drop, but Brandon had it scouted, able to get that roll up, and now again, Orlando Nunez challenging Drew to a contest of wrestling, and that is such a dangerous proposition. But in the words of someone who once called themselves the man, to be the man, you've got to beat the man. And in the world of Olympic-style wrestling, in this Blake's House wrestling ring, Drew Serpa just might be the man, as a leaping tombstone connects. The low roundhouse taking Orlando Nunez's legs out from underneath his legs. This match will continue as a series of devastating strikes connecting.
Give up. Give up.
Drew now blocking on that scarf hold, and it's like both men trying to submit Mr. Theme Song, and just as a move that would raise one's profile, that is certainly one that would do it. Spinning toe hold applied, but big vertical suplex from Orlando Nunez, as Drew again just putting on a wrestling clinic. But hold on. Armbar is locked in. Drew is trapped. Fireman's carry buster.
Give up. Give up.
And Brandon living dangerously, trying to wear down, or allow Drew to wear down Orlando Nunez. Going for the cover, but oh my God, so close. You just feel how close to victory all three of these men are. Now, there's a saying in boxing, you are always one clean hit away from victory, and there is the RK Orlando Nunez. As the greatest theme song in professional wrestling plays, Orlando picking up the victory. As I said, there is no clear number one contender, but the picture beginning to crystallize, and there are the three names that you need to pay attention to: Eric Alpizar, Orlando Nunez, and Blake Cavus. Also, a lot of criticals on tonight's show, which is not something I'm complaining about. It is just an observation. Because they certainly don't usually happen with this level of frequency. And we are going interstable for this one. As two different mismatched tag teams going to be competing here. And of course, I'm sure Colby and Shawn Satchwell would like nothing more than to just beat the hell out of each other inside a Blake's House wrestling ring. Well, tonight they are going to have to team up to take on the unit that is Frank Vista and Dan Ramitin. And that match, it's right now. Two men building up a bit of a rivalry. Who is the toughest? Whose lariat is the strongest? Well, we'll have to wait for the answer to that, as they are taking on a truly dominant tag team in this Blake's House wrestling world. Looks like Colby starting us off up against the Duke of the Battle Royal, that is Frank Vista. Hold on, double leg blocked, but Vista showcasing that mat wrestling ability. We're going to be seeing a lot more of that in the future. As I said, mixed martial arts are back in the world of Blake's House professional wrestling, but I would say we're matching power with power, but see, this Colby and Satchwell team really only knows power. But Dan Ramitin just on another level. Too big, too strong, too tough. That Japanese-style arm drag launching Satchwell to the mat as he drapes a guillotine across the chest of Satchwell. But hold on. It's like Satchwell competing with Ramitin in a test of strength, and Ramitin getting the upper hand, at least for the moment. Putting that size advantage on display. But sandwich lariat crushing the chest and back of Ramitin. And the competition between Colby and Satchwell, I think it has begun. Big leg lariat from Ramitin, and that's going to set Vista up as he applies this chokehold, but Colby able to escape. It's like Colby bringing in the swashbuckler. And those devastating strikes of the swashbuckler on display here. But Vista just such a classic technician, just try and outmaneuver the swashbuckler here. But that is, of course, easier said than done. But just as I say that, just a display of technique and grace from both men.
Vista going back to his own corner, shoots in for that double leg takedown, but it is sidestepped by Satchwell. Lift and drop, and that's going to send Ramitin to the outside. Looks like Ramitin coming into the ring. Not interested in finishing this match outside of this 20-by-20. Pump kick, kicking the legs out from underneath the legs of Satchwell, and now Dragon Sleeper locked in. Satchwell barely able to escape the hold. Big lift and then drop, and once again we are going to the outside, but Satchwell's going to use this opportunity to get back to his own corner. Here comes COLBY. But COLBY, you can get 1-2. Dragon Sleeper locked in, and COLBY just, again, barely able to wrench those powerful arms out from around his neck, and flapjack and cutter combination. Vista and Ramitin just firing on all cylinders. Of course, we talked about the striking power of Satchwell, but COLBY is no slouch either, delivering a series of blows to lay out the Duke of the Battle Royal. Looks like Satchwell looking to do something in the corner here. Hold on. Gun stun off the top. Series of kicks to the crown, and that's going to set up Dan Ramitin for that spinning backdrop. And Ramitin just continuing to apply pressure. Just wild shots, but Satchwell just standing tall. Just not allowing those devastating hooks to get to him. And that just speaks to the toughness of Shawn the Swashbuckler Satchwell. Brainbuster from the man that is all strength, but looks like Dan Ramitin's trying to fly here as a knee to the face of COLBY off that top of that blue Gatorade turnbuckle, and COLBY retreating back to his own corner, getting a fresh Satchwell in. You can tell he was absolutely not expecting that. Satchwell now going for the cover, one, but only getting one. This match will continue. Breaker. Oh, Satchwell possibly setting up for that powder keg lariat, but denied the opportunity, at least for the moment. Sit out lariat coming from Ramitin, adding injury to insult. But a hooking lariat taking the legs out from underneath the legs of Ramitin, and another one across the throat of a seated Dan Ramitin. And it is strength versus strength, the unstoppable force against the other unstoppable force. Neither man willing to give an inch, as a series of shots connecting, and a big boy colliding with the chest of Satchwell. Flapjack and cutter combination, and Dan Ramitin is fired up. Roaring elbow doesn't connect. COLBY caught in that mount position, and sleeper hold locked in. Satchwell able to make the save, scoop, and a slam. COLBY in excellent position. Oh my God, belly to belly overhead suplex. And that's going to clear out both aprons.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hold on, suplex
once, twice, 3 times, and COLBY just planted into the mat on the outside. And it is pandemonium in the ring right now. And COLBY again sent to the outside as Satchwell just delivering a crushing lariat to the chest. Hold on. And COLBY, you can see the frustration building up. And he is taking it out on the man in front of him that is Frank Vista. Oh my God. Back just buried into the knees of Satchwell. And another overhead German suplex, and Vista is putting on a clinic. Swashbuckler swinging for the fences, but not quite able to make contact. But that roaring lariat absolutely does. And COLBY in prime position here. But Ramitin getting himself fired up. Big double knee drop connecting. Sit out lariat again coming from Ramitin, and COLBY just taking too much punishment. Frank Vista just launching him to the outside time and time again, being brutalized by Dan Ramitin on the outside. And we see it once again, where this well-oiled, well-decorated tag team unit besting a team put together in 1 week, but you got to feel pretty okay about yourself if you are Shawn Satchwell. Because, of course, you want to win the match. But ultimately, this is a combination between you and COLBY, between COLBY and Satchwell. Satchwell appearing to hold his own quite effectively against Vista and Ramitin. COLBY couldn't quite get it done. As I said, if you are Shawn Satchwell, you feel pretty good about yourself right at this particular moment, but that victory is a small one, if anything at all, because you know Satchwell wants nothing more than a singles opportunity up against COLBY, and he will get it at the non-litigious October pay-per-view. We're going to see COLBY and Shawn Satchwell settle it all in a 2 out of 3 falls contest, but that's in 2 weeks. Right now, we have the Mag.Lo Open Challenge, and we know exactly who is going to be competing. Princler punching the ticket to the main event, getting an opportunity to take on one of the greats. The People's Champion himself, defending Blake's house from all comers, from all walks of life. Sometimes the call is coming from inside the house, as it is this evening. Princler taking on Mag.Lo, and that match, it's right now. The theme of Mag.Lo team and more at maglo.bandcamp.com. I believe this will be Princler's first main event on Blake's House Wrestling Television.
main event against one of the top stars in the company. How will they handle the pressure? Like Princler executing the game plan that got them to the dance. That classic Princler style, that very measured approach. Now, we saw competitors tonight take their time, not want to, oh my God, Satellite Rana going for the cover. Oh my God. Our wrestlers tonight not wanting to give their opponent an opportunity. Princler is that in spades, and Mag.Lo already seizing the opportunity as the crowd getting fired up for that spinning toe hold. Big double arm DDT, and yes, the crowd already picking a side here. Big 2-minute drop kick, but Princler able to sidestep that hold. But if you are not expecting a hostile crowd when you take on the People's Champion, you are naive at best. Showcasing the ability to outmaneuver the People's Champion a little bit here, and that is going to be crucial. Mag.Lo is an absolute powerhouse, somebody that Princler cannot match power for power, but Princler very capable of grabbing a hold out of nowhere and able to steal a victory, just as we saw in that Battle Royal. You know, nothing in this business is guaranteed. Not even a Mag.Lo victory. So going for the cover, but that is not how you are going to beat Mag.Lo. Big snap suplex connects. Being said, Mag.Lo really unable to get any significant offense in. And just as I say that, the patented airplane spin locked in as Mag.Lo putting on a show for everyone in attendance. And you are not going to get Mag.Lo with the same thing twice. Princler ducking the line, but Mag.Lo had it scouted. Hold on. Princler playing possum a little bit here, but Mag.Lo able to deliver that flashing elbow. So going for the cover, but only getting one. And again, Mag.Lo too tough to keep down like that. Mag.Lo again, flashing elbow connects. Full on rolling arm breaker connecting, but Mag.Lo able to escape. And both these competitors just hitting each other with their best shot. Princler just trying to wear Mag.Lo down, but Mag.Lo delivering the clothesline from Bretton Woods. Mag.Lo is unstoppable. And again, another patented airplane spin connecting. That is going to get the crowd fired up. But so looking to cool the crowd down. Shot block connecting, and Princler going back to that cover. These covers early and often trying to wear Mag.Lo down, but Mag.Lo driver! And Mag.Lo now going for the cover. 1, 2. Oh my God. Princler somehow able to escape, and once again, Mag.Lo delivering that patented airplane spin, and this time the crowd once again getting behind their man. Looks like Princler bound and determined to submit the People's Champion. That is easier said than done. Mag.Lo tougher than a $2 steak as he delivers a diving elbow right to the heart of Princler. Combination arm and neck hold locked in, but Mag.Lo able to slip out. Looks like Mag.Lo, once again, Mag.Lo driver just burying Princler's head right into the mat. Cover two, and oh my God, somehow Mag.Lo hitting Princler with his best shot twice now. And twice, Princler has got a shoulder off the mat at a critical moment. And Mag.Lo starting to run out of ideas, but going back to that tried and true. Back to those fundamental holds. The airplane spin never letting him down, and it continues to not do so, but crossface, crossface, crossface. Fan surprised to see the crossface. But Mag.Lo able to escape. Northern Light suplex, that's what got them to the dance. But Mag.Lo kicking out of that hold. But Mag.Lo in dangerous waters here. And knee bar locked in, but Mag.Lo getting a hand on that bottom rope. Big Samoan drop, but Princler electing to stay in the ring, and that is a dangerous proposition as Mag.Lo, big body press from the big body that is Mag.Lo. And Samoan drop this time, Princler sent to the outside, and Mag.Lo getting himself fired up as this battle will continue on the outside.
6, 7, 8.
Princler claiming this is right where I want you, but that appears to not be the case as Mag.Lo in excellent position. Harada's count at 13. Armbar locked in. Princler determined to submit the People's Champion, but Mag.Lo hanging on. Big double arm DDT. And this time knee bar locked in. Mag.Lo not quite able to reach the ropes. And Mag.Lo just so very worn down. Northern Lights suplex, center of the ring. That's got to be it. No, that is not it. And now it's Princler unsure what they need to do. What is going to put Mag.Lo away? Big drop kick to the knee, taking the legs out from underneath the legs of Mag.Lo. And Princler in control, but somewhat desperate. Mag.Lo just keeps coming back for more. Now Mag.Lo firing Princler into that corner turnbuckle. Both men have given so much to this match. Neither competitor willing to give an inch. Double arm DDT once again. Mag.Lo in prime position. We're going coast to coast as a sliding D connects as Mag.Lo clothesline from Bretton Woods. That could be it. No, Princler on their feet, but that patented Mag.Lo dropkick just crushing the back of Princler. And again, clothesline from Bretton Woods going for the cover, but those long legs of Princler stretching out for that bottom rope. This match will continue. Mag.Lo going high risk. Big diving elbow. That has got to be it. Princler does not have any more left in the tank. But both competitors just kicking out of everything. Neither one of them wanted to take a loss in this match. But at the end of the day, something has got to give. No matter how badly you want it, no matter how badly your opponent wants it,
somebody is going to be counting lights when the match is over. And as valiantly as Princler fought in this contest, Mag.Lo was just a little bit tougher, a little bit stronger, a little bit more determined. And that is what allowed Mag.Lo to secure the victory, and that is what allows Mag.Lo to hold the stature that he holds in Blake's House Wrestling. That is why people come to see him wrestle every week. That is why you should go see him if he is in your town performing a show. But that is going to be all for tonight's main program. Of course, you may stay tuned for the bonus match. And again, we are just 2 weeks away from the pay-per-view where many of our major championships will be defended, and the official announcements of what it is we're going to be doing with that reinvigorated Mixed Martial Arts League will come to pass. But let us go ahead and get one more match going in here. I'm going to strike Big Mike. And yeah, as always, it's open to the chat. If you see one name on either side of the board, you want to see Violent J and X to the Z Xzibit, I can absolutely make that happen. Two titans in the music industry going to be squaring off in the squared circle, and that match is now.
Hoi!
I do vaguely remember an excerpt from one of Terry Funk's books that the Insane Clown Posse was one of his favorite music acts. Mind you, he's never listened to their music. I think they just treated him really nicely when they did a wrestling show together. And he became an Insane Clown Posse fan through that. Because ICP, like, legit does wrestling stuff. And actually, that is very funny when you consider this matchup. Trying to get out of character voice is, you know, they are two well-known music personalities in music in Violent J and Xzibit that also happen to be in wrestling video games. Because I think ICP was in the Backyard Wrestling series. They've probably been in something else. And Xzibit, of course, in the Def Jam series of wrestling games. You know, it's really, it's the same. Violent J and Xzibit. But yeah, honestly, one hell of a card, top to bottom tonight. Like, I am not above patting myself on the back for a good show. Definitely gonna have to get some clips of the Dark Hour versus Tyler and the Worzallas match, because that match was excellent. And the MMA stuff was also quite good. Like, legitimately, like, I hope that goes well, revitalizing the MMA division. Because, like, part of it was Craig Tonga was just a little bit overtuned, and it made, like, there just weren't any interesting matchups that he hasn't already fought and won. Which is why we put the whole division on hiatus, being totally open about it. But, you know, he's going to get a bit of a rebalance, and we're going to kind of get back into this thing. Also, while this match is happening, I will simply open up twitch.tv, so that way I'm prepared when I want to give you all something to watch. That's a good idea. Sometimes I have those.
I think what's
Gonna happen is Melly's gonna go live in like 15 minutes, and I will likely be off air before that happens. If I had to guess. With those patented kickboxing maneuvers. And such a terror in the world of Def Jam Fight for New York. I mean, with fists like those, he doesn't even have to pack any heat. Armbar. I'm kind of already in the wrestling my voice mode because this show, like, it's partly my fault for, like, I fixed the audio level so I don't have to, like, scream over the audio on my headset. At least I hope I have. Nobody's complained about how my show sounds. But no, it is like legitimately straining your voice to yell for 2.5 hours. I genuinely don't know how the fuck the WWE broadcast team handles those like 8-hour shows. It could not be me. But I suppose like if I were getting paid Michael Cole money, it could be me. Xzibit just too tough. But not that that's a surprise. I mean, many of the people in this chat have played or play Def Jam. Xzibit, tough dude. But I digress, as we are getting about ready to sign off. And it does look like none of our guys are, specifically my guys. Our guys is unfair, because I know y'all got guys too. Are streaming tonight, so we're just gonna do the regular sign-off thing. So, yeah, tonight was your first stream here. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we do this every Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I know I mentioned several times on tonight's broadcast, the pay-per-view show is the last Sunday of this month, and of course it is pay-per-view in name only. You do not need to give me money to watch this program, but it is a wrestling show. You know, you gotta have a major event to build up to. Likewise, of course, there is continuity from week to week, but don't feel like you have to tune in every week. I do my best to make sure people are caught up if this is your first time watching, or if you haven't watched in a while. Because, hey, that is what good wrestling should be. It should be approachable. At least it should be approachable, but then also have something for the longtime fans, and I'm hoping I'm delivering on both. Of course, you saw the Gatekeeper and Troll Wizard in the chat, both of them co-writers for this program, and have both submitted a bunch of characters that you have seen tonight and will continue to see into the future. The show would not be what it is without them. Lado Copy, who was not hanging out in the chat, of course, submitted some of the graphics and a handful of characters as well, and does a little bit of co-writing as well. That Dark Hour stable and the things going on around that, entirely Okapi's creation. Mag.Lo, you saw him wrestle tonight. That is the Bandcamp link that appeared on the nameplate. That is his real Bandcamp link. Mag.Lo responsible for almost all of the music that you hear on this broadcast, as well as the custom crowd chants. So, you know, if you enjoy Orlando Nunez said the Seven Nation Army, I know I do. That was Mag.Lo. Support them because they support us, as Stone Cold Steve Austin once said. Of course, if you are interested in more of the shit that I do, on Wednesday nights, myself and my good friend Heavy Hero, we will play NHL 20. We will bullshit about whatever we got on our mind in that particular week. It is usually video games and esports related, because we are big nerds, but sometimes it's about other stuff too. Be on the lookout for that Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at twitch.tv/MondayCindy. That is going to be it for tonight. Thank you all for coming out, and hope to see y'all next time.